second here. Okay, so here's everything in a nutshell, you guys. So if you haven't subscribed to Keeping Current Matters, it's a really, really good blog with really good neutral information. And it's talking about that home equity cashed out and what years that happened, and then when we had the most more real estate crisis ever. It would be these years that followed because we had already taken all the money out. Now, this is interesting. This is of the 5.7 million families granted forbearance, this is what's happened upon the expiration of the plan. So only 80,000 are expired or delinquent. So it's not off, they're not as bad off as we're worried about. It's not the tsunami of people that we have seen in the past. Now, Kurt, does anything pop in your mind that you'd want to share off of this?
You know, I think the nothing as far as well, yes. I just think the equity in the homes. I think that's the big takeaway on this, because you know, you could utilize this with your sellers and know that they have an equity position rather than letting the house go back to the bank. You could now say, well, you know what, now's the time to sell. You know, you're in a situation where you can either let it go back to the bank, or you could take the money out of the equity and then, you know, go buy something else or rent or whatever the case may be.
Sure. And when you look at this, 44% of the folks either paid off the mortgage or removed forbearance and just started paying the mortgage. So 44% are already free and clear. So it's not the tsunami of 5.7 million families losing their homes. However, there's still 66% that are going through the motions in the process. Forbearance extended, that's the majority of it. And yet we've got a few that are already delinquent or in the process of. So it's not too grim. And it's the thank God for the equity, right? Because if it is kind of grim for these families, they likely have the equity to get out. And then this is the distribution of loans in active forbearance, loan to value. So again, this kind of speaks to what you had said. People have a lot of value. So it's all good. This article is positive, yet don't be naive. There is obviously, you know, distress going on. So perfect time for this book. Get your copy. I'll get 3 dates on the calendar. We'll chunk it into 3 parts. And let's dive in, because that's what we need to be ready for. We need to be ready to shift gears. And here's the thing you got to know. There's going to be micro markets. It's not just one big market. So it's going to be interesting. You're going to run into different parts of the market as you're having conversations around real estate. And this is going to prepare you to be able to explain the market in a powerful way that will really make you feel empowered to help anyone. And if you don't want to mess around with short sales and some of the more difficult distress sales, there's some great experts in our office that are great to refer to. So whatever you have coming ahead of you, I just want to prepare you to have all the right conversations so you can help as many people as possible. And again, if short sales aren't for you, there's plenty of agents to refer it to. And yet on the flip side, there's plenty of opportunity for someone that wants to pull equity out and buy up or buy an investment. There's so much good going on. So get ready, strap in, because it's going to get wild. And you guys are ready for it. So I'm excited for you. Whoever moves the fastest in this next market to shift gears to what you need to be doing makes the most money. So just keep that in mind, and get your book, because we'll hit the book next week. So see if you can get it yet this week. I'll ask Jessie to see how many books we have in the office. If you do have interest in buying one from her, just give Michelle a call at the front desk and she'll connect you with Jessie. But I have like 2 or 3 in my office. We'll find one for you if you need it. Have a good and powerful rest of your day, guys. See ya.